What's up, everybody? Sorry for the microphone. It definitely was not working very well. But managed to get a good game here. Got 20 seconds left. This time I want to be showcasing RILLABOOM, and it ended up getting its hidden ability, which is GRASSY Surge. And I think we're going to have a very good match so far. So, hope you guys enjoy this battle. Thank you guys so much for the support. The Cinderace video turned out very well. This time I wanted to showcase the GRASSY Surge RILLABOOM. It's going to be more of a supportive set for Hawlucha. And look at my opponent's team. It damn well better be a supportive set, because we're going to have against a bunch of his teammates. But as long as we do pretty well, I think we'll be okay. So, my opponent here decides to left with the Corsola. Corsola is going to be kind of an issue here. And looking at my opponent's team, if we can see the team real quick, doesn't have any dragon resist outside of the Corviknight, so I'm gonna fire off the Dark Pulse here because I can. If this thing gets flinched, that'd be very nice. I don't think it will. Does so much damage, goodness gracious. Goes for the Strength Sap. Okay, I guess. So what we're gonna do here is get its HP back, of course. What I'm thinking of doing here now is go for the RILLABOOM here. And pretty much what RILLABOOM is going to do here is just kind of knock off the Corsola. If I do that, then my Hydreigon can definitely kill it with a single Dark Pulse. So, in comes the new hidden ability, Galarian Starter. I expect another Strength Sap. That's fine with me. And I do expect the Will-O-Wisp coming. RILLABOOM, unfortunately, in this matchup, against the team, it isn't going to do too much, but this is only what it's going to do. I'm just going to go for the knockoff here and get rid of the Violite, and pretty much, you know, just what it does. It's actually weak armor, which is very interesting, which means I'm going to U-turn on the next. Goes for Stealth Rocks. That's okay. Very, very strange, interesting stuff I'm seeing here so far. I'm going to U-turn. I think I should be still faster. Not anymore. But actually this is great because that means we get a slow pivot. And like I said, RILLABOOM isn't really going to be doing much offensive. It's not going to have much of an offensive role in this team in particular. So what we're going to do here is just fire off a Dark Pulse with the Hydreigon. I didn't realize Corsola was going to be weak armor. I usually run with Cursed Body. So now we're going to take the opportunity to go into our Hydreigon and just fire off like good old Dark Pulse here. Now, the moment he goes into the Mandibuzz, I'm going to be going into my Rotom and just defog. I'm not going to get my hazards up yet because it's not really necessary right now. So I'm going to go for the Dark Pulse here. And I'm still faster because I am Scarfed, and this should be knocking this thing out of the park, and it does. That's very good. That means my Hawlucha can do some damage against this team. Maybe he'll go into the Mandibuzz. I'll go to the Toxapex. So this right here is a problematic Pokemon. What we're gonna do here is just defog the potential rocks and T-Spikes out of here. So we're going to go into our little buddy Rotom here, who I just got from Pokemon Home. Going to go for T-Spikes, of course. Now, because the rocks is gone, that means I don't have to worry about rocks for the rest of this game. This Toxapex might have, let's see, might have Toxic. If it does, then it's kind of bad. But regardless, we're not here to really worry about that. Going to go for the defog here. Yep, just get these hazards out of the way. That means rocks are no longer going to be on my side forever. Gonna go for the Toxic as I expected it to. And so what I can potentially do here now, in theory I can actually go into Hawlucha and do my stuff, but not yet. I don't want to do that just yet. Because my RILLABOOM is unfortunately poisoned. I mean, not poisoned, burned. That means I don't have to worry about Baneful Bunker and Toxic shenanigans here. And so my opponent decides to stay in because I know it's going to take the Volt Switch very well. Does almost half, which is great. That's actually good to know because this means that the Toxapex is not really, it's not really especially defensive. So we're going to go back into Rillaboom and we're just going to play around here. Get the Grassy Surge up. And I know the Toxapex is getting passively its HP back. Goes for the recover. Doesn't really matter too much. Like I said, Rillaboom offensively is not going to do too much in this game because it's going to compress its role into a basic utility for its supporting teammates. So we're going to go for the knockoff here because I want to get rid of its Black Sludge. If it goes into any other Pokemon here, probably the Corviknight. That'd be great for me, honestly, because I can just Volt Switch. Or you turn that Volt Switch out. But let's see what my opponent wants to do here. And getting rid of Corsola is very helpful for the Hawlucha to just, start doing some crazy stuff. So we know it's T-Spikes, Recover, Toxic. Its last move has to be like Scald. This is probably the Corviknight? No, Mandibus. Okay, cool. That's fine with me. Gonna knock off its possible heavy-duty boots. And again, this is weak armor. Doesn't make any sense why this is weak armor. No, it's Rocky Helmet. Okay, cool. I guess that's okay. It's a very strange team this guy has. I do want to keep my Rillaboom a little longer. So I'm going to go into my Rotom here because I expect myself to take a Brave Bird or a Foul Play very well. So we're going to go into the Rotom. It is physically defensive, so of course. I'm going to go into the Rotom here. Goes for the knockoff here. Okay. That really didn't make any sense on the Rillaboom, but whatever. We're going to go for the Volt Switch this time. Let's see how much this does. I'm still faster, which is crazy. Does quite a bit. Very nice indeed. And I'm going to fire off the... Should I go for a Draco here? Yeah, I guess why not. Gonna go for the Hydreigon. And this is gonna go for the Whirlwind. Interesting. I'm gonna go into my Cinderace. Okay. Should I go for U-turn or Pyro Ball? Who should I go for? I think I'm gonna go for Pyro Ball. I think Pyro Ball overall looks like a very safe play. It does hit a pretty good chunk of the team. I'm gonna go for Pyro Ball here. I am banded. Gonna go for a Toxic, which is a very strange play. I mean, it makes sense because he is faster, so whatever. Hopefully this lands. And we get rid of a monster against the Hawlucha. So Cinderace comes in, blows up this Mandibuzz, and we are in good condition, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very nice conditions right now. Even though like half my team is statist, looks like we're in good position for Hawlucha to just come in and destroy. And so far so good. I think Toxapex is pretty much the biggest answer right now that we need to deal with. Other than that, like, I am pretty much set. And if this Cinderace had Zen Headbutt, it would have been even better. Let's see here. Gonna go into the Rotom here. Because I don't think... Yeah, Rotom makes sense here. Because I expect T-Spikes here. Man, if my Cinderace had Zen Headbutt, that'd be crazy. But it does not, so... Into the Rotom we go. Goes for Scald. Fine with me. I believe my Jirachi has Healing Wish in the event that I need to bring someone back. Yes, so Jirachi does have the Healing Wish in case, just in case. I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch here. And look at the rest of his team. Like, Dark Pulse is pretty good. Pretty good play right here. So that's what I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go for the Hydreigon play here. Or I can, you know what? I'm just gonna fire off a Draco, because why not? We know that the Toxapex is not really especially defensive, but he does go for the recover, so we're gonna have to wait on that. So, gonna go into the Rillaboom for the potential knocking off its item. I think that's a very good opportunity. It's good to know that this thing does not have Baneful Bunker. So we're gonna get the grassy terrain out of here as well. Goes for toxic, but too bad on burned. But Rillaboom, I don't really need Rillaboom to be healthy, because I do have the knockoff and I'm ready to knock something off here. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go for the good old knockoff here. Hopefully get rid of its passive recovery in regards to Black Sludge. I could actually get in Jirachi as well, and just, if I'm getting a little desperate, I can just revive my, simply revive, not revive, but put my, my Rotom at good health. So, gonna go for the knockoff here. Finally knock off its Black Sludge. Very good, very good, very good. Goes for T-Spikes. Not really too worried about T-Spikes. I get some recovery here, because obviously burnt is about to be outweighed by the leftovers and the leftovers and Grassy Surge. I'm gonna go for the U-turn here. Maybe if Corviknight comes in, I don't think so. I highly doubt it. I'm gonna go for the U-turn here. And now, I think because Jirachi isn't going to do too much in this game, because it basically, the majority of his Pokemon has been dealt, I'm going to go for it here. Do I need rocks? Not really. He's going to go for Scald here. That's fine with me. You burn me, I don't really care about Jirachi being burnt. And I don't really need rocks up, because grassy terrain is still going to be up. But now is a good opportunity for me to get my, just to get a Healing Wish up. I don't think I really need Jirachi in the long run. I don't think I need rocks up anymore. So I'm gonna go for the Healing Wish here. And he withdraws, so this is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted my opponent to do. So he gets in the Arcanine. That's fine with me. And so now we're going to get the Healing Wish up. And we're going to revive my good old Rotom here. And because Rotom guarantees me a slow pivot, that means if he goes into the Toxapex, we should be good. So, going to get the Rotom back in here. Get rid of our toxic status. And all our HP back. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do is go for Volt Switch. Unless this Arcanine stays in. I don't think it will stay in. Yep. As I expected. It's going to go into the Toxapex, and we are locked in right now. So Volt Switch does nearly half. Very good. Very, very good. I'm going to go into my Hydreigon here. And I think I'm okay just to fire off a Draco here. If he goes into Corviknight, I just go into my Rotom. Like, he got nothing for Rotom. Hopefully this does not miss, though. Gonna go for the Draco here. If he sacks this, this will be very, very nice for me. But I highly doubt he will. We land. Oh my god. Moment of truth. This should do a ton. We get rid of Toxapex, and that's... Oh, beautiful. Get rid of Toxapex. Very nice. we've broken down the fat portion of his team. Pretty outstanding there. So now, I guess what we can do here is pretty much Hydreigon and Rotom pretty much win, as far as I can tell. Because honestly, Cinderace is there for the Dragapult, so I'm not too worried about that. And I wonder what my opponent's thinking right now. Is this Dragapult? No, it's Corviknight. Okay, perfect. Has Unnerve, not Pressure, nor Mirror Armor. So that's okay with me. I'm gonna go with my Cinderace because why not? I have Stab Pyro Ball. Let's take advantage of that. And we know the Arcanite is Intimidate, so I'm not worried about Flash Fire. So we're gonna go into the Cinderace here. Body Press? Brave Bird. Okay. I'll take this. Okay. This leftovers? Yes, it is leftovers. Okay. Now what I could do here is I could go for High Jump Kick. I'm gonna go for Pyro Ball because it hits all the Pokemon, including Dragapult. And he's gonna switch out and possibly go into it. No, he goes into Arcanine. I could have High Jump Kick there, but it's too much of a risk to take. So what I'm gonna do here is go for a Pyro Ball. -1, of course. And Booyakasha. Does quite a bit of damage. I am poisoned, unfortunately. So in the event that Dragapult does come in, I'm not gonna be too worried. And I'm not worried about Toxic Spikes anymore because all my Pokemon are statused. And I can pretty much just say that maybe we got the victory here, possibly. Because the timer is about, I don't think the timer's running out yet, but it's been a long match. And we're able to break down the fat part of this team. But this is another part of the team that we're going to have to deal with here. So I'm going to go Rotom here. Goes for the extreme speed. I take that like a champ. Because why not? And I'm going to go for the Hydro Pump. Let's go for Hydro Pump here. There's no way he would go into Dragapult here. But if he does, oh wow. Oh, he actually switches out. For what? Dragapult? Corviknight? What? Okay. The thing is, you don't have, oh, I missed, of course. What I'm gonna do here, then, is I'm actually gonna taunt this thing. No, not taunt. I'm gonna attempt to burn this. Because why not? I should be faster, maybe, depending on what kind of Corviknight this is. Switches out, okay. Go to Arcanine. This is not really making any sense. I think he's realizing that he's just time stalling at this point. Because I don't really see what he's trying to... What does he gain from doing all this? So I'm gonna just Volt Switch here. I want to keep the... I do want to keep the Rotom safe and sound. Goes for a close combat, okay. Does absolutely nothing. And I'm just going to Volt Switch out of here. We're tweaking the Arcanine way down. I have a feeling this Arcanine is not what I think it is, but we never know. I'm going to go into the Rillaboom here. And go for a knockoff. And like I said, knockoff is just primarily there just to get rid of the items of the Pokemon. Because if this thing is scarfed, then that'd be great. I can just go into my Rotom afterwards. So it is. It's not showing any recovery items. But in any case, I'm going to go for the knockoff here. If you go into Dragapult, that'll be a big misplay. So he is indeed not He is indeed not scarfed. Just strange. We push it down all the way down, go for the knockoff. And we're able to knock out the Arcanine. Very, very nice. And it was Assault Vest. Okay. And it looks like the timer, unfortunately, because these battles tend to be so long because people keep breeding stall. And that's pretty much going to be game because his other two Pokemon do not have the same amount of HP as my team. And that's pretty much going to be over. GG. So we're going to go for the knockoff here in the event that he wants to do some BS. Goes for a Dynamax. That doesn't make any sense there, but okay. That should be game as far as I'm concerned, because even with Dynamax, you still... I don't think he still has the same HP. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't, but the Corviknight has been taking... I don't think it took damage yet, but... I think I win this game. I believe so. Not too sure. And it is Life Orb. Interesting. Because I'm going to go into my Cinderace and just fire off a Sucker Punch if we have to come to that. Sucker here. Yep, and I win the match. So that pretty much is it. Unfortunately, this video is a bit too long. But that's pretty much how Rillaboom and Hawlucha works. Even though I didn't even get to use Hawlucha, but Rillaboom is just there to be a supportive a teammate for the rest of the team, especially for Rillaboom. So I mean, especially for Hawlucha. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I know it was a long battle, but whatever. Bygones be bygone. Peace.